Philadelphia, one of the most historic cities in the United States. Everywhere you turn, unknown history waits to be uncovered. It was here at the Church of the Holy Trinity Rittenhouse Square on December 27, 1868, that a new Christmas carol was born, sung first by the church's very own Sunday school children. From 1861 to 1865, our country endured 4 grueling years of bloody civil war. And in 1865, President Abraham Lincoln's assassination was mourned throughout the world. A funeral train made its way to Springfield, Illinois, and stopped here in Philadelphia, where thousands crammed into the streets to pay their respects. The Reverend Phillips Brooks, then the second rector of the Church of the Holy Trinity Rittenhouse Square, founded just 6 years earlier, was already well known as a vocal abolitionist and one of the most powerful and moving preachers in America. On April 23, 1865, as Lincoln's body lay in state at Independence Hall, Brooks preached a monumental sermon on the life and death of Abraham Lincoln, and the sermon was reprinted and read widely throughout the world. The brutality and horrors of the Civil War, during which Brooks regularly ministered to soldiers on the battlefield, along with the death of President Abraham Lincoln, touched Brooks deeply, and he made what at the time was the unusual decision to take a sabbatical and travel to Europe and the Holy Land. On Christmas Eve, 1865, Brooks made the journey from Jerusalem to Bethlehem, where he participated in Christmas Eve services at the Church of the Nativity. That same night, sitting on a hill looking over Bethlehem, looking much as it had almost 1900 years earlier, he experienced a powerful sense of God's peace. He later recalled, "That experience was so overpowering that forever there will be a singing in my soul." Upon returning to Philadelphia, he penned the words to what many of us now sing every Christmas season. "O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight." After penning these words, Brooks approached Mr. Lewis Redner, organist of the church, to compose a suitable tune. Redner struggled for quite a while, and suddenly one night the tune came to him so clearly it was as if angels were singing it in his ears. The following day he wrote the tune down in a single sitting. Redner taught the song to the Sunday school children, who went on to sing the hymn for the first time on December 27, 1868. Fast forward 150 years to 2018, and the words of the carol are just as appropriate as the day they were written. How silently the wondrous gift is given. So God imparts to human hearts the blessings of his heaven. No ear may hear his coming, but in this world of sin, where meek souls will receive him, still the dear Christ enters in. The Church of the Holy Trinity Rittenhouse Square is still a thriving, active parish church, worshiping God in the Episcopal tradition and serving as a beacon of God's love and hope, pointing to the everlasting light, Jesus the Christ. This Advent season, sermons will reflect on today's relevance of Phillips Brooks' well-known text. Join us Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., and find more ways to connect with our church community at www.htrit.org. The Church of the Holy Trinity wishes you a hopeful and joyous Advent and Christmas season.